ArchRivals Football, in collaboration with the Playmakers blog, presents Bearing Down the Gridiron, sponsored by NFLShopcom, Fanatics, and Points.com. Here are your hosts for the show, Alex, the Bear Man Kazzaz, and Darnell, the Playmaker Sallins. Executively produced by Ricky, a.k.a. the Master of Mayhem, Litwinkowich. Kickoff starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another week of Buried Down the Gridiron. Week 1 is in the books. There's a lot of stuff that happened in week 1 that I'd like to get into. Also, we're going to preview week 2, as you know. But I'm not alone because I do have a co-host for this show. And that's the man from Texas, rocking a hat just like I am. Where did the hat come from? You ain't had that on earlier.
Well,
man, what's going on, Alex?
Oh, well, I have a lot to answer for this week, don't I? But there's one specific game that I know you cannot wait to get to.
No.
And I'm the one who's laughing, too.
As much as I really love that game and how it ended, my intention is somewhere else, and I will get to that in a minute as I try to get everything situated here. But before we get into it, you got anything you want to say about something that shocked your mind in week 1 of the college football season?
I mean, aside from that particular game I was talking about, who knows just what the heck happened? But there was also almost an upset. I think it was by East Carolina University. Am I right?
Oh, that whole state had a lot going on that I'm definitely gonna get into. The entire state was off the chain for whatever reason.
And we know East Carolina University. We all know whose alma mater that is.
You're fired.
But if we're talking about a couple of things, I mean, obviously, Georgia and Oregon. I mean,
no God.
I mean, it's not the way I predicted it, but the way it went, it's not a surprise. So does it make sense? Like, I didn't predict it that way, but I'm not surprised it went that way. Does that make sense?
Yeah. But all right. Oh, by the way, the Master of Mayhem, he's back being the press now. So I don't know if he can hear y'all. I don't know if y'all can hear him if he speaks, but the press is back. So
Yeah, I'm hiding somewhere behind here.
Oh, they can hear you?
Yeah, they can if they want. If I take my mic off the mute button, they can hear me.
Okay. I was just asking. I wasn't sure. All right. Y'all know how we do it for those of you who watched last week. First up is what I call the 2-minute drill.
2-minute drill, baby.
And to kick off the 2-minute drill, check this out, Bear Man. The Big 12 Commission is eyeing to add more teams from out west.
And unfortunately, the Florida State Seminoles have lost their starting offensive tackle for the entire season.
Oh, something bad happened in that game. Oh, yeah. The LSU Tigers, they lost their defensive end for the entire season.
Well, you know, if it only gets worse for LSU, one player is out because of issues involving transfer credits. Now, I got to be honest, transferring credits is definitely something that can be a bit concerning because I did, in fact, transfer from a community college to the University of North Texas. So, but then again, that's why, I mean, I don't know the situation, but if anybody's ever worried about those, it's called academic advisors.
Wake Forest quarterback Sam Hartman clear out the blood clock issues. Congratulations, sir. Congratulations.
All right, and Georgia's up to the number 2 in the polls.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a minute. Aggies 2023 class gets a boost with a pledge from 5-star player Rogers.
And USC's Williams wants to help to produce the mental health PSA. Mental health is always something that everybody's got to work on. It's a very important and it's a very delicate situation, y'all.
As college coach and NFL O lineman, this is tough to say, but Guy Mosley dies at the age of 71.
Rest in peace.
Now I didn't know about this going in, so the press doesn't have the bell thing for me because I didn't know about this, so I couldn't tell them. But rest in peace, condolences go out to that family and whatnot, and and that's our 2-minute drill. How we do on time, Perez?
You were about a minute 30.
A minute 30. Woo!
Minute 30.
So that's back-to-back weeks, Darnell, that you have basically outsmarted the master of mayhem.
Shouting out our boy Bernard, who was down at the Gators country all weekend long.
Oh, hold on, Bernard. Hang in with us. We gonna get to that game because somebody got some explaining to do. But we gotta start in order because the prayers had to put some things together for me to make sure everything's good. So let's get into it. The Gridiron Roundup. Oh, that's a hell of a graphic, man. I love that graphic. All right, as you can see on the Gridiron Roundup, ladies and gentlemen, first on the docket is the Big Ten battle between the Illinois Fighting Illini and the Indiana Hoosiers and Bearman, the Indiana Hoosiers. They snuck out at home. 3-point victory. I'm so happy I ain't picked that game.
Yeah. I certainly would have gotten it right.
Nah, you ain't want to pick Indiana.
Illinois, didn't they aren't they coming off was it them that beat Nebraska and Ireland, by the way? Was it that's Northwestern. Okay. That was close.
That was Northwestern. I need you to keep up. All right, second on the docket, we had Bearman. This is your. I'm gonna let you talk about the number 2 thing on them.
Yeah, TCU beating up on Colorado. Well, it was not. It was definitely a slow start to the game, but TCU kind of pulled through. But the game did have a little bit of consequences, though. I got to be honest, because apparently,
what are we talking about?
I think it was involving the quarterback. I mean, the headline was from what I like to call an unworthy source because it's like a source that nobody's ever heard from. So that's what I call an untrusted source. You don't want to basically kind of get in sold in on it. But I think I mentioned something about Chandler Morse, the quarterback, being out for a little bit.
Ooh. The backup played good. I can't think of his name right now.
Yeah, it said that I think he suffered a knee. I think it was a knee injury, what they said. Yeah, he exited with a knee injury.
Something about that knee.
Yeah. And, of course, Morris is the transfer from the University of Oklahoma. It's funny. He's the son of former SMU coach.
This game,
Morris.
This game right here was not part of our Tempest for obvious reason, but Bearman, can you tell me the score between South Dakota State and Iowa?
7-3.
Baseball. Say it loud. I don't think they heard you all the way in the back.
All right. 7-3, ladies and gentlemen.
If y'all had the full picture, you would see that Iowa scored 3 points in the first quarter. South Dakota scored 3 points in the second quarter. Iowa got a safety in the third and a safety in the fourth.
You should repeat that because now people are asking, did I hear the Playmaker correctly? So you might want to say it one more time for clarification.
I'm going to say it one more time for the prayer because he wanted to know why I put games on here that we didn't talk about because Iowa won the first quarter 3-0. South Dakota State won the second quarter 3-0. So we're tied at halftime 3-3. Iowa won the third quarter with a safety, and they won the fourth quarter with a safety.
A game I would have taken a nap in.
I think that makes all of us. I mean, I'm just like, I can't do this. This is not even worth the story.
Iowa, you are tied for the favorite to win the West with Wisconsin. Am I correct there, man?
Mm-hmm.
And your first game, you come out with a 7-3 win over an FCS team.
Without even a touchdown.
You see, Perez, this is what I have to deal with when it comes to college football. I might not talk about a game in a preview, but when it comes to the recap, I have to mention it because stupid stuff like this happens.
It's games like this that make me want to sleep more.
Oh my gosh. The stuff that I go through. All right, what's on the next slide here? What we got? Oh, the backyard brawl. Bear, man, it was a hell of a game.
Yeah, West Virginia. Well, I mean, West Virginia for the most part had it, but Pittsburgh rallied, and we know how Pittsburgh sealed the deal, don't we?
Pick six.
And this actually kind of makes me feel bad because two important people I know are graduates of the University of West Virginia.
JT Daniels, 23 for 40, 214, 2 touchdowns, and that pick six that we just mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
They finally brought the backyard brawl back after a 3-year absence, and Pittsburgh starts it off with a win. Great job, Pitt. What's next on the docket? Is that Penn State and Purdue?
Mm-hmm. You better believe it.
35-34. I do believe it was a similar fashion, but Purdue had the game one, correct, Bellman?
Yeah.
Shout out to Sam Clifford, 20 for 37, 282, 4 touchdowns and an interception, leading the game-winning drive on the road in a hostile environment. The kickoff, the college football season. I think I feel good about Penn State making some noise in the East. Okay.
Well, it's justifiably solidified at this point.
That's not easy. And then we get, you know what, Bear Man, you start that one off because
oh, Virginia Tech loses to Old Dominion University.
Old Dominion. Press, I need you to hear this, okay? Old Dominion has 2 wins over Power 5 schools. Can you guess who they came against?
Virginia Tech.
You would think Virginia Tech would learn their lesson the first time they lost. Well, that was in Blacksburg, Virginia, by the way.
Nope.
Like 2 years ago. And you go there and you get beat again. Again. See, like I said, I think Ricky is starting to understand. This is stupid stuff I got to go through when it comes to college football. I didn't talk about it again because who wants to talk about Virginia Tech in Old Dominion, right, Bear Man? But yeah,
it's the same thing. It's gonna be the same thing, and it's gonna be talked about in like 30 seconds or less. I mean, why bother wasting the energy?
My question: Didn't Michael Vick go to Virginia Tech?
Yes, he did.
Then
he was
rolling.
Electrifying at Virginia Tech.
He's rolling around because they got beaten by a school that's beaten them twice.
They're not even in a freaking SBS division. They are at FCS. That's 2 FCS schools with Power 5 conferences.
Oh, what horror and misery.
We're not done. Go to the next slide. We're not even done. Because for some odd reason, Bear Man, for whatever reason, the state of North Carolina, the entire state of North Carolina almost had heart attacks.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and give the 2 games to score because the whole state of North Carolina almost had heart attacks.
I mean, North Carolina State beats East Carolina, and it's all because of a missed field goal. East Carolina didn't pull off the upset. But North Carolina and Appalachian State, you're gonna have to tell me about that one.
So I was going back. So I'll put the North Carolina Appalachian State as one of our campus tour, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Check this out. Now, Perez, I need your thoughts on this one because I'm looking as we go to the third quarter, and I'm looking at this correctly. It is 41-21 starting the fourth quarter, correct?
Yes. It was also a game. It was also a game that was on while we were doing ArchRivals on Saturday.
It was.
Yes, it was.
It was. Yeah.
It was playing while we were doing ArchRivals.
Appalachian scored 40 points in the fourth quarter.
Because college football is unpredictable.
Say that one more time, Playmaker, because I know I heard you, but I want to make sure the folks did. Well, actually, how about this? You said 40 points in the fourth quarter?
40 points by Appalachian
40 points. 40 goddamn points in the fourth quarter by Appalachian State. Okay, so for the record, how many points in the fourth quarter did North Carolina have?
22.
Huh. Well, I'll be damned.
If it weren't for two missed 2-point conversions by Appalachian State, we'd be having a different discussion here.
Yeah. And then people would say this is like better than the time they beat Michigan back in 2007.
Man, oh man. All right, Bearman, you ready? Are we ready to make our first apology?
Yeah.
Arizona showed up and took care of San Diego State.
Ugh.
Arizona Wildcats, I apologize for not seeing what y'all was able to do because I was so stuck on y'all being sorry as I don't know what in the Pac-12 and San Diego State being that team that likes to beat up on y'all. Y'all sent the message.
Yeah. Big time. 18 points.
Good gracious. All right. Next slide, as we can see on the gridiron roundup. Oh my goodness, good gracious. Woo. What we have up? Ooh. Bearman, you go ahead. That is, oh gosh.
Well, I knew that Houston would win, but win that way? Well, in UTSA's case, for the meep, it's definitely a losing effort, but is that 3 overtimes?
3 overtimes.
Oh, man.
3 overtimes.
Another game after the first overtime, the Prez would have taken a nap.
Look. I told y'all about UTSA. Did I not?
Yeah.
I'm just saying. It was right there. And then Arkansas 7-point win over Cincinnati at home. That's what I like to see. I like to see a team from the best conference take care of business, Bearman.
It's funny if you're mentioning that game. I mean, they took care of business against another team that you cheer for.
So that was a game I like to see, and oh my Lord, have mercy. Oh my!
What would have happened if Jim Ross was doing commentary for this game?
Oh my God!
He would have asked a certain question, and what would that question be?
He wouldn't ask no damn question.
He would have said, "Somebody
stop the damn match." It was so many memes going on about Oregon and that kind of statement that I just said right there. Oh my God, Twitter was relentless against Oregon, and I mean relentless. Oh my gosh! Like me and Bearman, we picked Georgia. But damn. Do I need to rethink my Pac-12 champions after the first game? Because that was just a drubbing.
Yeah, I figured you would ask me that particular question when we get to a certain game that you and Mr. Bernard, I'm sure, are waiting for my explanation.
Oh, you know it. You have a lot to explain. And next slide.
I'm actually surprised Bernard didn't message me telling me that I'm going to know an explanation.
What is that next slide, by the way? I'm curious. I'm curious to see. Wait a a minute here. So
Well, I'll be.
Go ahead, Bear Man. What happened down in the swamp of Gainesville, Florida?
Well, before I get to that, let me state just for the record, because I'm not going to deny what I said. I did, in fact, pick Utah to win. All right? But Florida got the job done, and Florida won fair and square. Am I pissed off? No. I mean, it's not like okay, well, Darnell, you got to admit, it's not like I buried Florida, right? It's not like I buried the Gators, so at least give me that. But regardless, is that Utah looked like they would have come up and win it in the closing seconds, but Florida comes up deep in their end zone on a defensive play, and they seal the deal, baby. 29-26.
And Anthony Richardson, 17 for 24, 168 passing yards. He also had 11 carries for 106 yards in 3. Not 1, not 2, but 3 tugs.
Trifecta.
And Mr. Bernard picked Utah to win by 2 points.
He did. Oh, he did. Oh, I ain't forget. I'm the only one who picked the Gators.
Okay, so you know what? I guess that answers the question. Maybe because I guess that's why Bernard did not mess with me saying I owed her an explanation. Okay, but
I would say this though.
Okay, yeah. So Bernard basically reminded me. Yeah, he picked Utah as well. Yeah, he did.
The SEC is rolling until we get to another game. But first, game of the week. Bearman, Notre Dame fought their ass off.
Yeah, they did.
Notre Dame fought their ass off. They came to play. Don't let that score fool y'all. Don't let that score fool y'all. Oh, they won by 11. What you talking about, Playmaker? Look, Notre Dame led that first half. The halftime score was 10-7 Notre Dame, and Ohio State can only score 7 points in the third quarter, so it's 14-10 going to the fourth quarter, and Ohio State added another touchdown.
I mean, the fact of the matter is, I mean, we got to look at some of the defensive play. I mean, some very rock solid defensive performances. I mean, although Ohio State nearly had 400 total yards, but it was the running game. I mean, the running game on both sides really told us. Well, excuse me. The running game on Ohio State's end told the story, because for Notre Dame, I mean, they had less than 100 yards on the ground. Like they had less than 200 yards on the passing game. So I mean, Ohio State's defense really was really out there. But the third down efficiency for Notre Dame, 3 for 13. I mean, that's really tough. You look at the time of possession. I mean, 33 minutes for Ohio State and 27 for Notre Dame.
All right, Press, you got to give me a solo cam. You got to give me a solo cam. Bearman understands why.
Okay, well, just for the record, I was following Darnell's Twitter because I know this game that Darnell was really going to deliver quite the verdicts, and Darnell was not going to have any mercy, because that's not what Darnell is about, especially in these particular games.
All right, look here. When I say the SEC is the best conference in the league, the SEC was 13-0 in week 1, getting past Saturday. And then Sunday happened. Florida State 24, LSU 23. Where do I begin with the downfall of LSU? First and foremost, congratulations to the Florida State Seminoles. Congratulations to your fan base. You stopped the SEC from going a perfect 14-0 in week 1. But let's go to the LSU. And Brian Kelly, out of all people.
I'm enjoying this, baby.
Your offense is rolling. You get down to inside the 5-yard line. You get caught for holding. And you got to kick a damn field goal to go up 3-0. Your offense is rolling again. You get down in the red zone. You get a false start. Your center can't snap the ball correctly. And all of a sudden, the field goal gets blocked. Before you know it, you're down 10-3. your defense make the stop. Your damn punt returner muffed the punt, and Florida State scores on that. It got to a point I'm like, it looks like LSU finna lose, and goddamn you, Brian Kelly. And all of a sudden, you make the comeback. It's getting good. Oh, LSU's coming. It's down in the Superdome of Louisiana. And what happens? The same punt returner, Bearman, the same punt returner, must another punt.
Gotta love those Seminoles.
They can shut the door on LSU. But Florida State's going to be Florida State. And what do? They fumble the ball at the 1 yard line.
Gotta love those Seminoles.
They fumble at the 1 yard line. LSU travels all the way 99 yards. Scores the touchdown. This game is going to go in overtime. And guess what happens? Florida State blocks the extra point and wins the goddamn game.
And like you said on Twitter, enjoy the game, enjoy the win.
That was on Facebook, not Twitter.
No. Oh, look at that! Five for one of those picks. Not so bad.
Yeah, because your ass picked Clemson to beat Georgia Tech.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, look at that playmaker. A little bit bitter. Yeah, you know what? I made a pick. I mean, Ricky never makes picks, all right?
Ricky doesn't do the show, but he makes picks when we do ArchRivals.
That's not true. I did pick college games last year.
You don't announce them on the show. You don't have a slide as for your college picks.
Well, that's not necessarily true because I did give you the game spreads and the under-overs last year, and I hit all of them. Just saying. But Darnell's picks are up.
And then my perfect record got ruined by Florida State. Goddamn Seminoles. Matter of fact, no, I'm not even gonna go into Seminoles. You know what? Brian Kelly, you are in the SEC. You don't lose to schools outside the SEC unless it's Clemson or Ohio State. And even then, I still hate it.
Gotta love those Seminoles.
You better right this ship quick, fast, in a hurry. God damn it. So for week 1 of the Bear Down Pick 6 record, me and Naz are both 5-1. I'm pretty sure Alex is happy as hell because LSU effed up. And I will be sitting here 6-0 while he's looking at it 5-1. All right, we're taking our break here. I need a minute to calm down. Okay.
Pain Train Pipe Bomb Productions is now partnered with NFLShop.com. NFLShop.com, which is brought to you by Fanatics, brings you amazing team items like game day jerseys, hats, t-shirts, hoodies, team banners, and more. Check out the link below for great, amazing everyday deals on NFLShop.com.
All right, I got my minute in. I'm calm now. I can get into week 2 now. So it's time for campus tour.
Pain Train Pipe Bomb Productions is now partnered with NFLShop.com. NFLShop.com, which is brought to you.
You having problems with transistors over there, ain't you, Press? All right. So first on the docket will be tomorrow night. And it's a school that I went to, Bear Man. It's a school that I went to.
University of Central Florida.
Hosting Louisville. Down in the bounce house in Orlando, Florida. This should be a good one. I want to see how UCF will look. And I want to see what kind of team Louisville has as they get ready to go into, ACC play. And then we already know UCF is making that transition to the Big 12 at the end of the season. So it's going to be interesting to see how that game goes and whatnot. And we're going to move on to our next game, which is the Saturday slate. And, is that the game of the week?
Apparently so, because the game day, they're going to be there.
Game of the week down in Austin, Texas. Something that Bearman knows about, even though he doesn't like the team. But I will let you do the honors for game of the week, sir.
Yeah, great. Just what Texas needed, playing Alabama again. In Austin, too. Texas being unranked now against the number one team in the country.
At least they are playing at home instead of in Tuscaloosa or at a neutral site.
So yeah, like it's gonna make a difference. Texas can be destroyed and humiliated at home just as easy as they can be destroyed and humiliated on the road or in a neutral site. It's not gonna make a difference.
When it comes to Texas team, Bearman is disgusted.
What the hell has Texas done in the last like 12, 13 years? It's like that.
Reintroduced into Madden?
Ugh.
You see, Prez is not only on ArchRivals, he's like this. He's like this on Bear Down the Gridiron, too.
Well, Bernard says that they're going to win by 2 touchdowns, Alabama. Should we bank that?
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, you should.
I think we should bank that.
So, Bernard says 2. You know where Caesar says, Mr. Perez?
No, what?
Caesar says 20.
See, now you're going to have to make me pull up the betting odds. Damn it.
You know what? I got Alabama winning by 24 points then.
God damn.
You're going to make me pull all that shit up. I don't want to do that.
There's no way Texas wins this game.
There's no way Texas win this game.
No way.
See, now you're gonna make me. You're gonna make me pull it up now. I don't want to freaking do that shit. Fuck.
That's what Caesar says. I'm on ESPN out. What you want me to do? Why he pulls that up? What's the next game on our campus tour list? We're traveling from Austin to Vanderbilt. We're going to Tennessee as Wake Forest and Vanderbilt get together. We have another Bearman ACC SEC matchup.
Vanderbilt started off on the road in Hawaii, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, you definitely had something to say.
They did me proud. They did me very proud.
Yeah. 23 right Wake Forest versus Vanderbilt.
Okay, so Vegas odds actually has Alabama at 14.5. And the biggest line is 20.
Ooh.
It doesn't matter. Texas is going to get embarrassed.
And I don't do the odds. Wake Forest a 12.5 favorite.
They have the under-over for this game at like 70 points for Alabama and Texas.
God damn, 70?
Mm-hmm.
So are we saying Alabama's scoring 50?
You know what? I think that's I think that's a little bit weird to say, possibly.
And Texas scores 30 points.
I think it's majority Alabama more than Texas. They think of like 42-27, somewhere around like that.
It's going to be a one-sided game.
Oh, Lord. And it sounds like going to be the same thing for Wake Forest and Vanderbilt because they sure ain't putting faith in Vanderbilt. So I better not get my hopes up for the SEC in this one. All right. We got to leave Tennessee. We got to head where we're heading at next for our campus tour. Oh, we're going to Pitt. And it's Pitt versus Tennessee. Another SEC, ACC matchup. Oh, my gosh. Bearman, you have 24-17.
How did Tennessee do in their opening game?
They won.
Against who?
Recently. I don't even remember who, because they won't even worth my time looking. But I can look that up for you.
Pittsburgh rallied against Virginia.
Tennessee played Ball State.
Oh.
59-10.
And Tennessee, they're excelling on defense, aren't they?
I won't put too much in that Ball State game. This is the real test right here. This
is in Pittsburgh too.
And is in Pittsburgh.
But am I really gonna pick Pittsburgh over an SEC team?
You ain't even had that game on your list.
Yeah, exactly. But you know what?
Smart ass.
Give me Tennessee.
Tennessee's a 6.5 favorite. Okay. Interesting. All right, time to leave Pennsylvania. And we're heading to. Ooh. By the way, Burner says wait by a touchdown. But so you fought your ass off at home against an in-state rival. You come up 2 points short, and then your very next game you gotta take the trip to Texas and play the best Texas team in Texas. Bearman.
Oh, God.
Yeah. I don't know what to say.
I mean, is Appalachian State really gonna flirt again with a come from behind upset victory
at Texas A&M?
Might happen, but they're not beating Texas A&M.
Ain't we talking Kyle Field here?
Yep.
Ain't we talking 12th man?
Yep.
Just a little bit for you guys to bite on. The current line for Texas A&M Appalachian State, under over 15 points. Texas A&M favored by 19. Just saying.
Did you say 15 or 50?
54 is the under over, and the line is Texas A&M favored by 19.
That's tough. That's tough. That's tough. Oh my God, that is tough. Ooh. You lose by 2 to ArchRivals, then you got to go to Texas. Well, not an ArchRival, but in-state rival. And then you got to go to Texas A&M. You couldn't schedule TCU, SMU. Name some more schools out of Texas.
I know what the deal is. The Texas A&M, they must have paid a lot of money for Appalachian State to agree to this.
Do they know they agreed to an ass whooping?
Guess not.
All right, where are we going next? Oh my gosh. Okay, we're going to Wisconsin. Madison, Wisconsin. We have Wazoo, Washington State, taking that trip from the state of Washington across to Wisconsin to take on 19-ranked Wisconsin. Woo! 3:30 Fox. That's after Alabama does what they need to do to Texas. You know, there's no faith whatsoever in Washington State, Bear, man. There's no faith whatsoever.
Yeah.
Not with the line that I just saw.
Well, let's hear it.
It is an under over of 49 points with Wisconsin favored by 17.5 points.
No faith in Washington State. You know what ESPN has? They have Wisconsin with a 92.9% chance of winning this game. They saying the Cougars gonna take a trip to Wisconsin and get ass whooping. That's basically what they saying.
Maybe they will.
Both teams are 1-0.
I don't think records this early matter.
No. I knew you say that. I knew it. I knew you was gonna say that. All right, are we going back to Texas next?
No, we're not.
No, we're going to Iowa. Oh, that's Cyhawk Trophy. That's Cyhawk Trophy. Iowa State versus Iowa City.
The battle of Iowa.
You know what? The fact that Iowa beat South Dakota State 7-3 What does? I'm just curious now. I want to know the lines. I want to know the percentages now because how the freak you win 7-3 to a FCS team? Now you got to play your rivalry next.
And so early in the season too.
Hush with your early season stuff.
Well, you're battling for the state trophy the second week of the season.
Darnell, let's be honest. Ricky, I mean, this has gone on for a long time. I mean, normally, Ricky, that's why I got to ask you. I mean, these games, like these in-state rivalry games, I mean, this is something you probably see in November or December, right?
Yes, normally.
Yeah, normally. I think also Colorado State and Colorado always also play early, or at least they might have did one time. But I mean, yeah, it's unusual for these rivalry games to take place so early. But I think it's because they're both in different conferences. Maybe I don't know. But,
I'll put it this way: Vegas has no faith in this game.
I mean, neither do I.
You wanted numbers. Here's your numbers for the game. It is Iowa favored by 3.5 points and over a 41.
ESPN Football Power Day says 58.5% for Iowa State.
You know what I say about this game?
41.5.
This is a game you watch while dropping a deuce.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
The Cyhawk Trophy. 4 p.m. on the Big Ten Network. Next.
Wow, that game is so great it's not even going to be on national TV? Suckers.
Ooh. We're going to Iowa. We're going to Illinois, not Iowa. Illinois. Yeah, ain't they right by each other?
No.
The Illinois Fighting Illini taking on the Virginia Cavaliers. ACC versus Big Ten, Bearman.
The ACC versus the Big Ten. We saw a result from Illinois earlier. What was that result?
L. NL.
Yeah, the University of Virginia.
This is one of the lower odds games. It is Illinois favored by 5.
I really don't know what to say about this game.
Can the ACC get a good win in outside of Florida State? Can they get one? You're going to a Big Ten country. Can you do something big then?
I take the big eye.
I like how that came out.
I take the big eye.
The big eye.
Yeah,
the big eye.
Because there is no I in
All
team.
Right. Get me out of Illinois. I don't want to be nowhere near Chicago right now.
Another battle in Texas.
Low big taxes. Go ahead, Bearman. This is your state.
Well, Houston, it took them 3 overtimes to beat UTSA. Okay. If it takes that much for you to beat like a team like UTSA, then you're really going to be questioned about where you're going moving forward. Now Texas Tech just beat up on a small state, on a small school. They beat Murray State 63-10.
By the way, Texas Tech is the first team. It's the first Big 12 team to get the welcome Houston to the Big 12 before Houston actually makes it to the Big 12.
Yeah. Interesting.
Does that play a role in this game? Oh, y'all coming to the Big 12 next year, huh? Let us be the first to welcome you. Oh my gosh. I'm going to this. If this game ain't a shootout, I don't know what the hell happened.
I think it will be, but I think Texas Tech pulls it through.
I better see the score in the goddamn 30s, 40s. Damn it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, get me out of Texas. I'm tired of going to Texas. Like I've been to Texas 3 times in one night already. Goddamn.
Well, you picked the games.
It's a great state like Florida.
All right. So.
Oh, you take this one away.
Number 20, Kentucky. On the road to number 12, Florida. Now you probably wonder why I'm doing what I was doing with my head and all that good stuff. Bearman, where was Florida ranked last week when they played Utah?
They were not ranked.
I don't think they heard you.
Oh, they weren't ranked, Playmaker.
Are they ranked going into Saturday?
Yeah, look at that. They go from unranked to ranked number 12. Yeah, a lot of people are gonna have a problem with that, but I'm pretty sure you and Bernard, y'all don't give a fuck.
No, I went into the Florida group thing, and matter of fact, let me see if I can put it up for you, because when you go, let me get the press thoughts on this. When you have a team that wasn't ranked, and I understand we knocked off number 7 in the swamp and all, how you feel about a team going from unranked to 12 out of the gate?
It shows potential. Especially from what I was reading from everybody else on the Book of Face, that they were not expected to really see what the true potential of this team was. Unknown, as what a lot of people were saying. To jump that high as an unranked school is probably one of those fantastical things to happen for a team, but then it's now put up or shut up for the rest of the season.
Pretty much, yeah.
I didn't even have to read what I put on in the Florida group for him to know how I felt. But Bearman, just for you, I will tell you what I put in the Florida Gators group, and I'm pretty sure Brandon probably saw it. Some of y'all may not like this, but to be honest, jumping from unranked to 12 is a lot. I know they knocked off number 7 in Utah, but no one knew what this team would look like. Now the pressure's on our boys against Kentucky, who is still ranked 20th.
Well, I will say this: I'm gonna make a judgment call on this. Vegas odds currently has this game at 52.5 points. I never think of a half point because half points are stupid. So I'll round that to 53. I don't say they score 53 points between the two. I'm going to go with the phenomenon of probably around 47 points.
But jumping from unranked to 12, when I seen that, I was like, oh my God, this is not good. But Billy Napier, he did do a good job at Louisiana, as we mentioned last year, right, Bearman?
Mm-hmm.
So he got past his first initial test. Now his next test is his first rivalry game, and that's against Kentucky. Good thing is it's in a swap and it's at home. I ain't trying to drown right now, Greeky. So get me out of the swamp. And I'll go right back to Big 12 country. Why is the Big 12 on my list so much?
Is it the biggest conference in college football?
No.
I was saying no so quickly what you just said. I don't even know what you said.
Oh, we have another comment. It says it's because we're trying to figure out how far down to drop Utah, and then they had to put Florida ahead of them, so it was more how far down they had to drop Utah.
That's still a big ass jump. All right, so Bearman, you have a Pac-12 team going to Stillwater to take on 11th-ranked Oklahoma State, who I picked to win the Big 12, by the way.
Yeah, and OSU is not gonna give up that chance right there. So Oklahoma State wins.
Matter of fact, when does this game kick off? I don't see it.
This game kicks off.
Well.
I think it's a late day game.
7:30, ESPN 2. Ooh. Cowboys, 11.5. Okay. All right. Get me out of Oklahoma because there's nothing there in Oklahoma except football.
Oh, we can just go to Stanford.
Oh, Lord.
Well, I mean,
I don't want to go there. 7:30 ABC because Fox took Alabama and Texas, so the game of the week is like the first game on the dot is the first game to kick off on Saturday. which usually doesn't happen that way, but they had to pick something else, and they gave us USC and Stanford in primetime, Bear Man.
USC and Stanford.
Well, according to, again, the Vegas odds, it is one of the larger point spreads for the day. An under-over of 67 points. USC favored by 8.
Now, go to the next game. I don't got nothing for this. Freaking prime time for no reason. Oh, my gosh. Woo. We did talk about schools that was going to the Big 12 next season, right?
Yeah, we did. And look at that.
You want to tell people what that is right there? Oof.
Baylor versus BYU. And they're both ranked.
Yeah.
And a very small point spread to go on top of it.
Oh, small? How small? Ooh.
BYU favored by 3 with an under-over of 54.
BYU is favored.
BYU favored. Look at, we'll all be damned.
3-point home fave.
BYU's favorite. But ESPN says 57.6 Baylor.
Which is not a very large percentage of a win percentage.
No, it's not. But BYU is in the limelight for all the wrong reasons, Bear Man. And for those of you who don't know or don't recall, a volleyball game took place at BYU. A racial slur was directed to a Duke player. You know, and they didn't. It's not the problem that it was the problem that the university didn't stop it right away. They were slow to stopping this. And as a result, Bear Man, not only did this hurt the university, but you had the number 1 team in the country. And I'm going to basketball for a minute. The North Carolina Gamecocks, correct? The women's head coach canceled the series because of what happened with Duke. So now you're in the limelight for this. You're going to the Big 12 next season, and you got number 9 coming in.
The fact that Baylor is a favorite, I mean, that's the mind-boggling part, wouldn't you say?
They favorite. This is going to be interesting. What time is that game? 10:15 ESPN. I might step and watch that game. I just might. Do we have any more games left? Already done with campus tour.
Got one left.
One left. Oh, what does this comment say by Bernard?
It was all debunked, apparently. It was made up by the volleyball player and did not happen. They have tons of videos talking about it, and it was made up and did not happen.
Wow. Wow.
So it kind of goes back to like that Manti Te'o thing from back in the day with his mysterious girlfriend. This is the same incident.
Why?
Because it's college football, and it happened during college season.
Hasn't that man suffered enough already?
No.
Yes, he has. Come on, enough.
He didn't have a stellar NFL career.
Again, I think it goes back to Mr. 2 broken ankles in the same game.
Oh, my gosh.
People will suffer under the master of mayhem.
You can't even say that for Saturday?
No.
Gosh. All right, we're going to finish it off in the state of Arizona as the Mississippi State Bulldogs take on that 1-0 Arizona Wildcats. So, Bear Man.
I already went against Arizona, but you know what? I'm going to do it again. And now they're playing Mississippi State.
He didn't even let me get it out.
Oh, they're only favored by 10 points. So tread lightly.
Who, Arizona or Mississippi?
Arizona is favored by 10.
Tread lightly, he says.
Tread lightly.
77.9% in favor of the Bulldogs.
Oh, poor Wildcats. Wow.
All right, and that would finish up our campus tour.
I finally got the graphic correctly.
Unfortunately, this week a lot of things took place, and I don't have the slides for the pick six for this week, but we do have them written down. So, Bearman, your pick six are Alabama over Texas. I'm pretty sure you don't need to say nothing else because you already said what you need to say, correct?
Yeah.
Ohio State over Arkansas State. Really? This is what we're doing. We're gonna pick a top 5 school to beat the holy hell out of an unknown school. Really? That's what we're doing. The things I got to go through with this guy.
You think Ricky's is a master of mayhem? Well, you know what? I can outshine Ricky with mayhem. Okay.
He picked Baylor over BYU.
Listen, only on the NCAA can you do that. On NFL, I'm God.
You want to explain why you taking Baylor over BYU?
Well, Baylor's at number 9. They don't intend on getting out of the top 10.
He's taking the Trojans of USC to beat Stanford in primetime action.
I'd only pick Baylor because their colors are green and yellow.
This man picked Miami over Southern Mississippi as one of his pick six. Really? What's up with you in the easy games, man? What's up with you in the easy ones?
It is what it is, Playmaker.
Like who wants to see you pick Miami over Southern Miss? Like everybody in their future generations know what's gonna happen in this game.
No, I tell you what. Then starting next week, the games that you feel are the most interesting, bring them on.
Good gracious. Arkansas over South Carolina. Is that game in South Carolina or is that game in Arkansas? Where is that game being played at? I don't see it. Where are you? It's in Arkansas. Okay. Well, that should be another dub for Bear, man. If you don't go perfect this week, you're going to have to explain yourself. You know that, right?
Yeah. You know what? Bring them on.
Like, nobody's going to disagree with you with Bama. Nobody's going to disagree with you with Ohio State, obviously. Miami, obviously. USC, obviously. Your 2 hookups might be BYU and South Carolina. Might be your 2 hookup.
Yeah, it just might be.
But if any one of the other ones get beat, you have to explain yourself big time.
All right.
And Bernard, no, I will not be going to no Gators game this year. Hold on, I'll take that back. Maybe. It depends on my brother. If my brother surprises me down here at a certain point in time, I might be going to a Florida game. In my pick 6, as we get ready to close out the show, this not going to surprise Bellman, but I took a certain night over them Cardinals. I'm pretty sure you know what game I'm talking about, but for those of you who don't, I'm picking UCF to beat Louisville. I'm also going Bama over Texas. I mean, it's the game of the week. I kind of think if we have the game of the week, we should pick the game of the week. Don't you agree, Bama?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not picking games of the week because college game day is going. I'm picking games of the week because I know that's a big error. Everybody's eyes is on that game.
Everybody's eyes.
I'm taking Oklahoma State to beat Arizona State in Stillwater. I'm taking West Virginia over Kansas. If West Virginia started season 2-0, it's going to be hell in West Virginia. We know that, right? Especially if you lose to Kansas out of all teams in that Big 12. You can't lose to Kansas. It's just disrespectful. You know how bad it is to lose to Kansas, Ricky?
No.
It's like losing to just in the season.
Oh, like the New York Jets.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
That's how bad it is if you lose to Kansas. I'm taking. You ready for this, bear man?
Mm-hmm.
Texas A&M over Appalachian State.
Okay.
And I'm taking Wisconsin over Washington State. But I will have those graphics up for you guys tomorrow to see our picks. That way you know who we picked. And I didn't change nothing. Everything's the way I said it on here. So that would do it for this episode. Bearman, any final words for the people?
Nope. But simply that enjoy the weekend, and I said what I said. If I'm wrong, I'll be back here to explain.
Ricky, I need you to make a note for me.
What would that be?
I need to stop saying certain stuff. Because not only Adam's been running with it, goddamn Brian Snow been running with it ever since I started to junk on freaking social media.
You know what? Hey, Bernard, if you're still listening, you know what? You should start saying it too. Saying that I said what I said.
Freaking trend. I don't even know how I did it.
Well, congratulations. Something that you came up with is trending, Playmaker.
All right, end it
All
up.
right, anyway. Tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I will be live for the first ever live Ramley Talk. Jonathan Mathis, Cameron Gordon. Going to get you ready for opening night. Friday, PIPEBOMB Radio NYC. Perez, go ahead and make that. Go ahead and talk about that.
Yes, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Mixlr. Just search PIPEBOMB Radio NYC. You'll gladly find us. Follow us there. You'll get notifications via your mobile device or email to let you know when we're live. It's Flashback Fridays this week. And we should have some really great music.
And then Saturday. What time are we going Saturday?
4 p.m.
4 p.m.
Which is 3 p.m. my time.
Every station that you listen to this show is Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. ArchRivals Football, recapping Thursday night football between the Los Angeles Rams and the Buffalo Bills, and getting you ready for week 1 of the NFL season, which happens to be on 9/11. So, with that being said, that's the Bearman of Texas down there, Alex Kazzaz. I am the Playmaker down the south in Jayville, Florida. We'll catch y'all later.
You've just experienced Bearing Down the Gridiron, featuring your hosts, Alex the Bearman Kazzaz and Darnell the Playmaker Sallins. Executive production is done by Ricky, the master of Mayhem, Litwinkowich. Click that like button and subscribe so you'll be notified when a new Bearing Down the Gridiron episode is live on the air. Check out our sponsor links down below for everyday deals on Fanatics, NFLShop.com, and Points.com. Need merch? Check out www.paintrainpipebomb.threadless.com for quality merchandise at amazing prices. Tune in again next time for Bearing Down the Gridiron.